There's an ass load of videos on the lube tube about how to change out this alternator and upgrade it for the Fords. This is a 2G alternator, about 75 amps, and that guy just gave up on me. And I figured, hey, if I'm gonna be putting in an alternator, might as well upgrade it. Anyhow, let's go over here. So this is the setup I got. This is an alternator out of a 1994 Ford Taurus. It's 130 amps, more than the old Ford over there. And what I'm doing right now is basic alternator is essentially the same. I just got to retap this hole to fit a bigger bolt. This is an M10 by 1.5 or something like that. And guess what? I got the one the taps for that, dude. The original one was standard, but you know, metric. So, yep. So if you're anything like me, you ain't got a lathe or none of those fancy gadgets and gizmos. I guess what I'm trying to tell you is, you gotta have a bushing inside of this little alternator mount. And go figure, I got a 9mm right here. The 9mm fits in there pretty darn snug. I'm just gonna chop that bitch up and make this into my bushing for my new alternator mount. So, got this guy all shaved down. I did it off camera. We're sitting at about almost half inch, it's 0.43. I don't know how you'd read that. Something like that. And she... Where's this guy at? Give me that. Give me the measurement. That one's 0.44. I probably could just run it like that, but I'm gonna shave down another 20 thousandths off of that dude over there. And you know, I could do L metric. There you go. That can't be right, is it? It must be. Yeah, 11.29. 11. Yep. American brain. So now I got the dude shaved down to, what is that, 0.429 thousandths, 42,000. Numbers are smaller than the other number over there. Therefore, there'll be a little bit of in and out play with this homemade bushing I'm doing. Given I could fully seat this this new bolt that I have. So yeah, all I'm gonna do now is just embiggen that hole to where I can slide over the bolt, and then boom, it makes up the difference from the slop in the hole and then the bolt, and then I got a solidly mounted alternator. So the time, dedication, this is the socket, is now on there. It is the one with the bolt. I don't have a lathe. So with my drill and belt sander, I turn this guy down. We turn our attention over to the shitbox Ford over here. Here you are. Get in the hole, and oh yeah, she's toyed in there. Toyed like a twiga. I'm gonna put a little bit of anti-seize on this portion right here, and I may or may not trim the end of that, but probably not. There's a lot of poke on that guy, but more poke isn't bad, you know? So, yeah, awesome, dude. Let me explain my frustration. Alternator, this 3G alternator. Apparently, I got a different alternator bracket than every other dude who has a fucking 351 or a small block Ford. They have bigger brackets on their truck. For some reason, this is like scaled up by... no idea. Anyways, so I just started chopping the bracket apart to clearance her. Here's more shit. Cut out the lower ears. Everything's chaotic. It's okay. It's okay. Cut out the lower ears of my alternator bracket. This truck came with smog. Maybe the people are talking maybe the alternator bracket they got doesn't have a smog pump on it. this truck had a smog pump, and let me just show you. So I decided to fabric cobble my own alternator bracket. 1/8" steel going up, and then I have another 1/8" piece of pipe, 3 inches, and then that dude is running straight up, and that mounts to the bottom of the alternator. I have it ran now pretty much where it's going to run true, with that top bolt up there, and the belt is off the truck. Just fabric cobbled all this together, got the gapping proper, and she's awesome. She's mint. All I have to do now is just fucking weld it up, and then she'll be golden. Me chanclas. Yeah, cannot have something easy. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go, collect the alternator, and just mock it up, until my other bullshit gets in the mail, so I can, wire it up. But it turned out to be a whole ordeal. Also, this bolt that I got, look at that thing, fully seated, and look, it just, I don't know, like a 1/16 of an inch poking out. That is called craftsmanship right there. Not luck, craftsmanship. Yeah, I am absolutely not gonna weld that thing up tonight, or today, rather. It's like 7 o'clock right now, but you can't tell. Yeah, I'm gonna weld it up tomorrow. Just got off work, I don't know, about an hour ago. Picked up some welding wire for that greasy old dude. It's all tacked up. This is what it's going to look like. I got to finish all the welds, and then I'm going to paint her. But, yeah, use some bolt over here, or nut rather, for as a spacer, shaved it down. And then I used a washer and a 10mm from Hobo Freight. So, yeah, this is my alternator bracket. And it's going to mount, I located where it's going to mount on the, for the smog pump mount, now to the alternator mount.